talk to me a little bit about what's going on. I believe it's this weekend.
Well, Cody at Young Lion, the manager there, which is another brewery in Canandaigua, had this great idea. Let's try to do a keg-tree, but make it a whole brewery type run. So everyone in town, the 3-4 different breweries we got, which is us, Twisted Rail, Young Lion Brewing, Frequentem Brewing, and Peacemaker Brewing, we're all in on it. We all did our own tree, and we're going to have basically start at us, work our way uptown on the hour, pretty much 6:15, I believe, is at our place to start, and then everyone will migrate to the next few places. And then basically I'm going to do a poll on Facebook, see who likes which trees best, and we'll kind of play it by that way. But it's kind of spawned, and then now it's kind of really pushed off, and everyone's excited about it. So
me and John O'Flaherty, and he's one of the employees at Young Lion here, and then a really good regular, Pat Rhodes, had this idea of making a keg tree. It was during COVID, so we were a lot slower. We needed something to do. Bring some Christmas cheer to Lakeshore, I guess you could say. And obviously next year, the year after, I ended up doing another one on the patio, a lot bigger. And then this year, I wanted to include all the breweries. It was an idea of connecting the family of breweries. And obviously in Canandaigua, there's one big brewing family.
Yeah.
So it just made sense to kind of include the breweries within the city as an idea to, draw some, hopefully, business to other small businesses, not just breweries, whether it be food and drink or, mom and pop stores, small business. That's just an idea that's gathered a lot of attention on social media. It's just one way to draw everybody together.
What is a keg tree?
basically, what you can answer this.
Sort of a pyramid of kegs, of empty beer kegs. Yeah, and we didn't really have a plan or an idea of what we're doing.
See how those are all stacked?
Yeah.
It's kind of that idea, stacking them, but we did it in a circular tree type.
Yeah.
So, okay, you made these keg trees and you decorate them different ways, and that's the competition? Is that?
Yeah, so they're lit. We have ours lit up. We have little couple specialty things on there.
A bunch of Christmas lights and some other decorations, but they're not lit yet. So that's the whole, we built it. Everybody's put them up. You can see them in the daylight, but they technically won't be lit until the lighting ceremony on Saturday.
So that you're not going to get like the full, you're not going to get the full.
Yeah, and then it'll stay lit throughout the month of December. We'll have it on every night.
And now, in terms of proximity, you said everyone's going to kind of do, it's like a pub, is it a pub crawl?
Basically,
Kind of,
yes.
yeah.
Yep.
So
and then you'll get your stamp. So if you
or-
stop at each location and you get a stamp after you have a beer, at the end, you keep your little card that they get. Everyone gets a little card that says, I got lit in Canandaigua, and you get a 10% off at any of the locations on what you want next. We're going to be handing out a free half-off drink ticket. So if you come back when you're done, to incentivize people to come back down and visit us again, because it should be done and over with by 9, 10 o'clock. And if people want to come back around, have another drink, they can scatter and go to whichever location they want.
Wonderful. So can people buy tickets online? How does it work?
It's free. You just show up at our location at 6 o'clock on Saturday, and that's the start. You'll get your punch card, and then you can move, brewery to brewery. And the lighting ceremony starts with us, and then it's it'll be 45 minutes at the next location, and then 45 minutes to the following location until all 4 have been completed.
Now, why is an event like this exciting for you guys?
Well, we do collaborative things with the breweries in town as well. So we do a stout month, which is the same kind of idea where you get a punch card and you have a stout at all the different breweries. And there's a lot on that one, a lot more than just the tree lighting, but it's the same kind of idea where we're trying to incentivize business this time of year and show this love and support everyone has for the brewery businesses in Canandaigua. So
sure, and you'll also find that the craft beer market is quite large, but people have their favorites. So we have regulars. Young Lion has regulars. Same with Peacemaker or Frequentem. And so this is also encouraging people to maybe leave their favorite establishment and go try a beer at one of the others, and have a little cross business.
While maintaining the holiday spirit.
Right?
I mean?
Sure.
absolutely. We can't wait to see what's out there for the trees.
Kind of circling back a little bit really quick, can you guys tell me a little bit about your business? Tell me how it started, how it got the name.
Yeah, Twisted Rail we're one of the first 3 or 4 farm breweries in New York State. So basically, you have to use New York ingredients. and then they step it up every few years to use more ingredients. Right now we're up to the 90% threshold of hops and grain and that kind of stuff. And we started out in a small location. We expanded. We went down to the location where the keg-tree lighting is in 2016, and then we opened four. We have 4 total locations, and our facility that you see here behind us is our newest addition that opened in 2019. We did 2 years of remodeling and opened an old theater. So this is a turn of the century theater. Used to be a silent theater, and they had organ pipes and all the fun stuff up in the ornate ceilings, and you can see them up there. You have the ceiling height that we need, as well as the pitch floor for brewing, and it can hold all the weight because this was all seating out here all the way up, and it was one big theater. And just kind of gone down in history from there. Once we open this, we make all the beer here for all 4 locations, do a small amount of distributing, but mostly we make beer for ourselves. So,
and talk to me about why the craft beer industry is important in the Finger Lakes.
I think it's the Finger Lakes is just a gorgeous spot to visit, and it started here like the wine business. We kind of followed in the footsteps, and the wine business is still very strong here. And once the craft beer started picking up and people realizing how nice it is traveling, you can hit wine and brewery destinations, especially here on Seneca Lake has the biggest wine and brewery destination anywhere as far as the lake is concerned. I mean, you can hit up 100 wineries, 100 breweries within, 30, 40 miles of this place. So it makes for a great trail. And I just think that the business started taking off and people realized this is the area. And, Downstate put a lot of money and investment into this with the Farm Brewery Act. And this was kind of the natural place to flock. And yes, they're all over New York State. We have a lot of them, but here seems to be where everyone's manifesting all their dreams and everything here in the beautiful Finger Lakes. So.
And for kind of like wrapping it up, what are you both, one by one, what are you looking forward to most about this weekend?
Turning the tree on and seeing it in the dark. I mean, we put all the lights on it the other day, but we built it in the daytime. And, in order to not reveal what it looks like, we don't know quite what it's going to look like until it's dark and we plug it in. And we don't want to plug it in and let anybody see it ahead either. So that should be the exciting moment. Fingers crossed that everything works.
and we're lucky because we've had these intense winds. Fingers crossed nothing blew over. We strapped our tree is, I think we're 8 rows high?
8 kegs tall.
So in comparison, 8 stacks of kegs high, and we looked at Genesee's giant tree. Theirs is 11. So they've only got 3 more stacks higher than us. We're not quite as big around as theirs, but it's ours is definitely a big tree.
We built the tree, and then the next morning there was 40-mile-an-hour winds. So
gosh,
a nail-biting night.
I can imagine.
Wake up in the morning, and it was still there. So our cabling and strapping worked well.
And for me, I think I'm just excited to see what this turnout's going to be. We've got a lot of interest on Facebook and social media, and if we get the kind of turnout that's looking like, it's good. We're going to have to. We're going to be scurrying to get people in to get beer and on to the next. It's going to be that 45 minutes will be waiting for beer.
So it started kind of with you doing it at your business, and then this is the first year that all of the breweries in the city are doing it collectively.
Correct. Yep.
Okay.
I kind of just hit the ground running, trying to spread the word.
They talked a little bit. They were a little worried about the wind, but I think you're fine. Were you worried at all about the wind?
Oh, ours is strapped down right and tight. It's not going to go anywhere.
It's not going anywhere. Okay. And then they talked about the competition that I guess people will vote afterwards on Facebook. Can you talk about that?
Yeah. So I mean, that was kind of the idea. I was more of a social media badge, that they try to hopefully tag all the breweries, obviously social media spreads fast. We can make them friendly. it's more of a friendly vote, it's just, every year going forward, hopefully there's different winners. It's just every tree's obviously a little different. They have their own little unique twist and so on. But, it should be a friendly vote. We'll see what happens.
All right. And I guess how, in general, how is life in the craft beer industry within the Finger Lakes? Like, how is that going?
How is life going
as someone who does this for a living, how's it going?
It's fast paced for sure. It's fast paced. It's ever evolving. Obviously COVID, I know that was over 2 years ago, but ever since then, once everything loosened up, it's been very busy. So we're all trying to come up with creative ideas to keep people interested, and that was another idea too. Even if you don't like craft beer, this idea of just this keg-free pub crawl is just an idea to draw people who might not like craft beer to try something new. We're always trying to do that, trying to expand the customer base, but it's a very interesting, fast-paced environment for sure.
And I guess
But very fun at the same time.
That's good. What are you looking forward to most about this event?
Oh, just hopefully a lot of good memories. Trying to keep people together. It's always, for me, it's always small businesses too. So it's just the draw, and I hope people have fun. I know it's going to be a little cold, but I think for one night out of the year we can make this work, and it'll just be a night to remember.
Awesome. Anything else you'd like to add, Cody?
No, I just that's pretty much about it. Hopefully it's all a great success, and going forward, as I always say, I try to build it up. So next year, I don't have much to say besides that I hopefully it gets bigger and better every year.